Hi everyone! I wanted to share with you this week a really fun but easy watercolor project. It's especially fun if you've been doing a lot of art and want to do something a little bit different. You can share it with your siblings, you can have fun with your family with it, or you can just make some really cool art. So this is all you need for the watercolor project. It is a dish with water, your watercolors and your paper, which you would use anyway, and then I have a white oil pastel. You can see right here. If you don't have oil pastel, you can also use crayon for this. Oil pastel is just what I happen to have at home. So watch and find out what I'm gonna do. If you haven't already guessed, I'm gonna use my white oil pastel to write a secret message on the paper that we can paint over with watercolors to reveal it. So I'm going to write a message and I'm going to push kind of hard on the oil pastel to make sure it shows up. And then I'll use my watercolors to paint over the message using lots of water to spread out that color right over what I wrote. And as the paint spreads and dries, you should be able to start seeing the message. Now, if you don't see it right away, that's okay. Just keep painting and maybe give it a minute for it to dry, and make sure that you spread the watercolor all over your message. Can you read what I wrote? It's starting to show. If you can't read yet, it says, "We miss you." This is what the message looks like when it's fully dry. So it really shows through once you let the watercolors dry all the way. If you prefer to see what you're drawing instead of drawing with a white oil pastel, you can draw any kind of picture you want with the oil pastel and then paint right over it with the watercolor, and it'll give your artwork a really interesting effect to see the contrast between the watery watercolors and the sharp lines of your oil pastel. And as you paint, you'll notice that the oil pastels resist the watercolor paint and stay showing through, while the watercolors fill in everywhere else. This is one of my favorite art projects to do with kids, and I really hope that you have fun experimenting with it. Bye!